Jimmy the Jet Trail Prophet here. I just watched the show, The Lost and Found Sheep. Lost and once lost and now found sheep. I was watching. It's talking about the book of Revelation. And, oh man. This is not my doing. This is not my doing. Oh, Occam Razor, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Where the heck is my prophecy hat? Hold on here. Where's the... There we go, there. Check it out. So, guy was talking about the number of the beast and stuff. You know? I wrote a comment because he's telling everybody, you know, all these things that are in the book of Revelation here. As you can see, my Bible is heavily worn, heavily worn. I'm no expert in the book of Where's it at? It's gone. It's gone. Oh, there it is. Book of Revelation, even though you're looking backwards. But, you know, you're never going to figure it all out. But I tell you what, pray and read, and then the Lord will show you. Yeah, that's right. Pray. Hey, pray and the Lord will show you. Guess what? Everybody prays and says the Lord has showed them. Who's right? He's right. So anyway, I write a typical comment. The book of Revelation, as crazy as it sounds, can be used in any generation. It works in every generation because it's about how tyrannical lords, politicians, kings, rulers, whatever you want to call them, how they rule the public domain. So, as you all know by now, they are the one-eyed farmers. They are the one-eyed farmers who rule. Through every generation, people can take these scriptures here and use it over and over again, just like they do all the, what people call prophecies in Daniel, whatever other prophecies people find. What about the people that these prophecies were actually written to in their generation? Don't you think that they thought they were for them? Well, they were missing out because it was all for you, wasn't it? Rulers control the same way they do when you watch the TV, when you watch the internet, the Googles, all your news. False prophets throughout history, sorry to say. But it's the original text. You're getting the original news text too. But do you believe it all? And should you? You're getting it in your original language. Should you believe it? Oh, the book this is setting on is so I can look at the original Bible text. So when I find the original text in here, is it all believable? Is it all written in an actual way? No, because you're all fighting over whether, well, this part was literal. No, it wasn't. Same people that all say they believe in this book have divided amongst themselves so far that they've gotten away from the message of forgiveness that would keep an operating society in function if the main ingredient was love. No, there's no such thing as perfection, but we can aim for that direction, and if we do it in love, we can rise above and see behind their curtain of tricks. See all the one-eyed farmers. It's all the one-eyed farmers. It works in every generation. The way you see it in your modern day generation, it's because we're living in a modern day generation. So you're going to see the Revelation book in that way. People that read it 30, 40 years ago, that's Boy's newspaper, they read it with eyes seen from their generation. From what type of tools they had that they lived with. Now we're living with it. We're comparing it with apps. We're comparing it with matrices and games. All this was mentioned back then. They would have considered that. They were missing out, I guess. But you see, everyone's praying, saying, God told them in a dream, and you should listen to me. Where have we gotten so far? We're still arguing. Let God be true, and every man a liar. I'll just stop right there. I'll just stop. You got to take responsibility for yourself and your own conscience. Consider that God-given. If you want to consider anything given, this is confusion. You might read some good things in here, but you're going to get confused by it. How do I know? Because you're all still confused and fighting over it. But one thing you can't be confused over is a conscience knowing right from wrong and whether to aim for good or bad. Collectively, we got to do it. We got to do it together. I was going to fall apart. United we stand, divided we fall. Could you please unblock that light, please, Lovey? Lovey? So they can see that. No. Unblock the light. You're standing in front of the light. I just wanted to get a little bit of shine of the prophecy hat on here, Lovey. So anyway, all you noblemen out there and shepherds of the Lord, there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands now, all explaining and all having their commenters cheer for them or not. I just had to say something. Read it for them by yourself with any man, person, woman, and decide, or with your own conscience, let it speak for itself.